Hey everyone, Remza411SB here, back again for some fun interactive Let's Playing action in Armored Core 4 Answer. Last time, the interactivity was choosing my very first next. So, between GA America, Interior Union, Omer Science Technology, and Independence, the votes are in. In fourth place, with a whopping 4% of the votes, was GA America. In third place, with 26% of the votes, was the Independent. And I noticed some of you voted for this just because you noticed this was my least favorite of the options from what I chose. You jerks. Anyways, in second place with 28% of the votes was Interior Union, meaning Omer stole it with 42% of the votes. That was actually a lot more clear-cut than I thought it would be. Especially after the first nights when it was actually Interior Union and Independence that were in the race for first place, and then Omer just crushed them on the following day. Anyway, so my first machine is this thing with with pretty much a gun, a chain gun, a sword, and a rocket launcher. Yeah, this is going to be kind of fun.
More than 10 years have passed since the National Dismantlement War. A league of corporations has taken control of the world. To escape the pollution that poisons the surface of the planet, they have built massive floating platforms called cradles. Only there, 7,000 meters above the ground, is the air clean and safe. Already half of mankind lives in the skies. The planet's surface has become a battlefield where armies fight to control the resource plants that feed the cradles. As the war came to a close, giant humanoid weapons called Armored Core Nexts enabled the League to firmly establish their rule of the planet. Their pilots are called Lynx. Fearing the power and independence of these Nexts, the League left them behind on the surface. The Lynx now work as mercenaries for an organization called Collard. While the League armies derive their power from massive arms forts, the once mighty Nexts are consigned to the poisoned earth, serving as foot soldiers in the never-ending economic war.
And that was your backstory. And here is the main menu for the campaign here. Our mission here, Attack On Line Ark, I will be doing shortly. But first of all, I want to show off the little area right now. Over here, the main portion of this entire game, and your new best friend is called the ACSIS. This is where you control what your machine is, while it's colored, how it's colored, what weapons you have with it. Oh, look at that. It's all blue. Awesome. Yeah, that's the current machine. As you see, we got a big-ass chain gun on the left. We got a rocket pod on the right. And then got some sort of a gun on the right. And then that was a sword blade on the left. It's got no shoulder weapon, but whatever. It's got the assault armor, though. That should be a little bit fun if I actually attempt to use it. Anyways, the options in here. Assemble. Whatever weapons and equipment you have bought, you can equip in here. Yada, 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 yada. I'll get into more of that when I actually buy stuff. If you go into Tune here, there's if you look in the bottom of the left side on the right, underneath all those tiny little squares, there's a thing that says FRS Memory, 0 out of 0. As we go through this game and do more missions, we will gain more of this FRS memory, and using those points, we can actually tune this our machine, our Next, into different ways. Every single one of these little bars and boxes here can have points thrown into it. There's like over 400, 500. I think there's a total like 400 and some memory units you can get. Anyways, so you can get things like going through this list, I guess. You can increase the amount your machine can hold at the maximum weight, like the maximum weight it can carry. The amount of energy you regain, your recharging rates for the energy, how much energy you're able to hold at one time. This will help with the lengthening your boosts and how constantly you can shoot your energy weapons and such. Your KP output. The KP is your armor, your primal. It's not the primal armor. It upgrades your primal armor, but it is the primal armor is a shield that protects you. Protects your armor. It's basically like an outer shield, and they have to break through it, be able to break through it to actually get at the meaty core that is your next. If you go into the attack area, you can get maneuverability, firing. There's basic firing increases. The only one that's really worth mentioning here would be the aim precision. This comes into really good play if you're wanting to do a long-range machine, which I actually recommend in some missions. I'll be switching to a long-range machine at some point. Here we have the lock speed, how fast you can lock onto targets, how fast your missiles will lock onto targets, how fast your radar refreshes, and how much resistance you have with your radar, the ECM, the electronic, I have no idea what the ECM stands for. It's electronic something. I can't remember. The Primal Armor, these are all just upgrades for your, at the bottom, the head parts, the core part, the arm part, and the leg part here. Wait, there's stuff down here. Yeah, just doing ECM resistant, yeah. Boosts here, this upgrades your speed at which you move around generally, like non-boosting. Like if you want to move, if you want to rise higher, you just want to put it into vertical thrust, and you'll be able to fly faster upward. Then you can have like movement forward, movement backward, and movement side to side. If you go into special boost, here's where you can upgrade your quick boost, how fast you move in your quick boost, and your overed boost thrust, how fast you go into there. And down here you got stability and your turning ability, how stable your machine is while moving, and how how easy it will handle if you are unlevel, and I'll get into that in a second. And your turning ability. It's awesome. How fast you turn, that's how it is. On the right side, you can see all those little stats. The top one, the AP, is your health. General firepower is how strong your machine is in general. Anti-PA capability, how easily you can penetrate enemy primal armors. Combat range, what's your longest attack. Ballistic defense, how good is your defense against ballistic weapons. Energy weapon defense. Primal armor capability, what your primal armor is. Stability, how stable your machine is. How fast you recover energy, how fast you move, how long your boost can last, your overed boost, your turning, how fast you turn, how fast you lock on, and I think that last one is how well you can detect things in a heavily in electronic jamming areas with your radar. And at the bottom there's a total weight and a total EN cost. That's what your machine currently has. The maximum load and the maximum energy supply is what you shouldn't go over. If you go over you'll still be able to move, but you'll be hindered. So if you go over weight, you'll be a lot slower. Your energy costs may be crippled, that sort of thing. So you can overhaul your machine, it's not advised. If you go into stabilizer here, this is where your stability will come in. If you have, let's say, 2 extremely heavy weapons or something on your left side, and then you have nothing on your right, like light weapons, you can go over to up here and like go into your core right upper, and then you can put a little thing, like a little fin or a weight on it that will actually stabilize your machine, so that the weight on the left side doesn't affect the weight on the right. Or, yeah, either or. Yeah. And there's a whole bunch of these things. You can equip them on your arm, your leg, etc., etc. Sometimes I put them on just to make this thing look cool. You can paint your machine. I'm going to fool around and actually put in a good custom paint job later on, but I'm going to leave it as is for the first mission. No, I don't care about the settings, because I didn't change anything. Here is your shop. You can buy any weapons. You get more weapons available to you as you progress through missions. You can buy a lot of different stuff, like the new different legs and such. Like, I might buy some of these eventually, but for now, your more important thing is the weapons. Trying to get a good set of weapons on you. Design, this is where you actually store your already made designs on here, and yeah, So all of these down here, you can actually pick, as you pick up more parts, you can get the already made custom things here. And I had one design up there, but I'm not using it yet. Oh crap, I just put in the AC test. Oh fine, I'll show this off quickly. AC test is where you can just go in and get a few plain old targets, and you can move around with your machine and just go out and kill things. I'll just show this off quickly. I won't go through the entire thing, but basically you just go through, you're able to move around and fire and kill things just like this, and you can change your targets between MTs, which are the weakest type of weapons, enemies, and normals, which are basically little tiny nexts with no primal armor. They're kind of the mass production uncool version. Or you can actually fight a next. We'll get into doing that later on. I don't really care. I won't be showing any of my tests. I might do tests while I'm playing, but yeah. And you can change various things. Oh yeah, if you're in design, I think you can change your logo, your emblem. Anyways, that is enough of that. If you go down to system, you can save and such. But we're going to do this mission now.
This is your mission. Eradicate the defensive units deployed in the Line Ark zone. As you know, Line Ark is the main base of the anti-establishment forces that oppose the Cradles. We have tried to negotiate peacefully with these revolutionaries, but they have refused our overtures and continue their violent attacks. This mission is a show of force to encourage the enemy to rejoin negotiations. We never like to resort to violence, but on this occasion, we have no choice. Line Ark's main weapon, White Glint, is currently operating in another area. It will not become a risk in this operation. Note that this mission is a test run of your capabilities. We trust that you will deliver a successful result.
Alright, so during these missions, I'm just going to talk over the announcers that go on. That you can read the bottom if you want to. In this mission, all you have to do is destroy everything, so if you really want to, you can actually just fly underneath these platforms here, and these ships are stupid enough that they'll shoot the platforms below it, and they'll actually destroy themselves in the process because they can't swim. Or you can take the advantage and actually just shoot out the platform below them. But that's kind of a waste of money, and you want to be saving that.
Confirmed. Half the targets have been destroyed.
Yay! Half target's dead. And I had to reload there, so I had to stop firing for a minute.
Are we doing any damage? Primal Armor?
Oh no! He's got Primal Armor! What are we gonna do? None of these things have actually have Primal Armor. These things up ahead are normals. Let's try this thing out here. Oh, cool. That's one of those shotgun things. And my chain gun.
Our standard weapons are useless.
Bam!
Where are our normals?
They are there. They're there. They just suck. That's what happens. Oh, 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 come on. I'm not using my rocket pod anyway. And it's locked me onto the far side. That sucks. Come on. Die! What? Oh, they flew up! They went off the edge! Huh. Lame. So do I really have to follow them down there? Oh, man. Fine. If they're gonna be lame like that. Try not to overshoot, because actually, if you shoot a lot of ammunition, you'll lose money.
Destroyed. Mission complete.
Yay.
Well done. Almost perfect. But don't get too high on yourself yet, rookie. These enemies were nothing to write home about.
Bam! I rule. That is like the easiest of easy missions, by the way. S ranking. Booyah! And I didn't do too badly in the stats, all things considered. This machine kind of does suck, and I was using a chain gun, so it'd be expected I use up a lot of money. Anyways, that is the end of the first mission here, and beating the first mission allows us to participate in the collared rank order matches. These order matches are one-on-one battles between us and another Lynx inside their very own next. So one-on-one next battles. As you can see, the missions in this game are actually, some of them are really short. And as such, if there is a really short mission, I'll try and do one of these things. And just move up the ranks as such. Doing this, you can get a lot of money and get some good weapons unlocked and such. So it's good. If you ever want to redo a mission you've already done, or one of these battles if you've already completed a couple, you can go into free play, and you can not only re-challenge an order match if you go over to the left side, or redo the normal match, you can go onto hard and do whatever mission you've beaten on normal. And you can do it in the hard mode. The hard mode will unlock other stuff, but the missions are obviously harder. Anyways, before we go on any longer, because this is going to be probably one of the last long videos in the series, because there was a lot of explaining to do. There are 3 more missions, you guys. Need to choose one for me. Yay! So here we have the attack on naval port of Mimir. This is a commission battle, meaning I am paid dependent on how many things I blow up. We'll be at a naval port, and we're going to be blowing up ships and other things. There will not be any next fights in this. I don't think there's any next fights for a while. So yeah, you can do this mission. That'll be fun, just random destruction by me. I think all my ammo is paid for in this. I don't actually lose any money due to ammo. I know there's a couple missions like that. I don't know if that's one of them or not. I think it might be. Defeat AF Arms Fort Gigabase. This is just a rush in, destroy a base. I have a video up on this already, but it's going to be a lot harder because I don't have my super swords. So yeah, all that fun stuff. Arms Fort are just big, huge fortresses that are difficult to take down. They're really fun to take down though. They're my favorite part of this game, to be honest. Although that one's kind of lame. Or you can do the attack on B7, which is an underground facility, and you just have to go in and destroy everything inside here. So you can have destroy everything, destroy an arms fort, or destroy everything. Your choice. So the 3 choices this time are Mimir, Gigabase, or B7. Those are the 3 things I want to see in the comments below. Please only vote once for one of the things. I don't want to see any... no, just pick Mimir or B7 or Gigabase. I was kind and counted those before, but I just didn't want to, because there was some people that said, oh, pick an Independent or Interior Union. I was kind of, I'll count them both for now. Oh well. Neither of them won anyway. Ha! Go Omer. But yeah, just make sure you have one of them. I'm going to probably give you a couple of days. There'll be an annotation saying a more specific time on the screen right now. But yeah, that will be all. So vote to your heart's content on these 3 options: Mimir, Gigabase, or B7. See you guys next time. Oh, and in between episodes, I'm probably going to alter my machine a little and color it and fun stuff. See you then.